So you ready?
Go.
Go, okay. So we thought we'd do a little video here on kind of animal health. So one of the things that we do is that we give our own shots. We give our own shots at...
Well, introduce everybody.
Okay, well this is one of Indy's and Stitch's puppies.
And his name is?
This is Rolls.
Rolls.
And Rolls is 9 weeks old, so it's time for his 9-week shots.
Pretty boy.
And we just give everybody else their shots. We thought, you know what, we're just going to show people what we do. Now, why would you give your own shots? Well, you could be giving your shots partially because it saves you a bit of money, but really the reason we do it is we don't like taking a buttload of puppies down to the vet because, here's his brother over there,
yeah.
Because that's the worst place to get an infection. So we go to the vet, we get our own shots from the vet, we bring them home, we do the shots ourselves.
Just a minute!
That's his brother down there who's getting a shot too. So, when you go to the vet, you can buy them online or you can buy them from your vet. Now, they've got to be kept cold. So here we go. Here is the shots we're going to give. This is same as a 6-week and a 9-week shot. We're going to give a single shot we're going to give to this puppy.
Okay, Jack.
It's very important that when you go get this from the vet, you don't drive around town for 5 hours and get this warming up in your car because you will destroy this vaccine. It comes in 2 parts, a liquid and a powder. So what you do is you pierce the top of this, suck the liquid up.
Jag. I'll bring Jag over here.
Yeah, drag it up here too. So here we are, getting all the liquid out.
Yes.
And we're about done with that. It's not very difficult. You can see it disappearing.
Rose,
there's the liquid.
Are you playing?
Here comes the powder.
Don't let him back up backwards. He'll go off the table. No.
You're going to get it some more, buddy. So that goes in there. Give it a quick shake. And it kind of goes a kind of a pinky orangey colour, so you know that you've got what you need. And suck it back up into the syringe. And there it all is.
Your vet will also teach you too.
And you just get rid of the air, so it just comes out the very little top of it, and here it is right there. Now, you take some alcohol and give you want to be a sterile area where you're going to apply this.
He's eating your glasses. Rose, you just can't help it.
Okay, take the alcohol, give it a good rub down, and what you're doing is just subcutaneous, which means it's under the skin. It's not in the muscle. It's under the skin. Lift the fold of skin up, just a quick jab. He won't even feel it, and depress it, pull it out,
and
give him a little rub, and he's good to go. No pain,
burns.
Nothing at all. He
doesn't
even know that it's happened. Now,
okay, Jag.
You might get a bump that's formed up here. Never had a reaction from a dog doing this.
It usually goes away.
Yeah, usually goes away. Never, ever have we ever had a dog that's got in trouble after having a shot. But I do kind of watch the puppies for the first 5 or 10 minutes, just in case, because if somebody had some kind of a reaction, sure as heck would want to go to your vet immediately.
Yeah.
So should you do this yourself? Only if you feel comfortable with it.
Yes.
And the reason that we do it is we don't want these guys going to the vet unnecessarily, because we feel as though that's where all the sick animals go, and we don't want our animals to be exposed to unnecessary germs and viruses. But only do this if you're comfortable with it. It's not really going to save you money. It is going to save you time. So there we go. That's a shot. So now while we're here...
But we always take ours for their vet check before they leave our home. So they do get to go see the vet, but they've already had 2 sets of shots down them.
And you're going to give shots and you talk to your vet about this, and I'm not going to tell you what kind of a shot I'm giving because that's a discussion with you and your vet. But basically it's a kind of a 5-in-1, covers everything shot. But there's a 6-week shot, a 9-week shot,
Jag.
and then at 12 weeks, and then finally at 16 weeks, the rabies vaccine. You can give it, but you will not get a rabies tag if you do that yourself.
Yeah.
So you're probably going to want to get that one done because you want to have
be on record.
Be on record, and you want to have a rabies tag on your dog. You do not want your dog. Don't skip any of these vaccinations. I mean, it's very, very important that puppies get all the vaccinations they're supposed to have because their immunity system is not built up yet. And this is another thing. When you get a puppy like this and you take him home with you, don't take him to PetSmart. Don't take him to the... I mean, I know you're really...
Don't take him to the park.
Don't take him to the park.
Until they've had all their sets of shots.
Even 6 months old. I mean,
it's just like a brand new baby.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, I see
nowadays
people
you don't want to take babies out.
With a week-old baby and they're in the restaurant. I'm thinking to myself, I love your little baby, but like, should that baby be there? Anyway, so now on to other things. Ear cleaning and nails. So Tammy, swap places. Okay. If you'll stay there for a second.
Okay.
Have to swap hands here. Apologise for the lousy videography. You want some glasses?
Yeah, for trimming.
So, okay, so what we're going to do here is we're going to show you a couple of things, just kind of general, normal hygiene that you're going to do. So, ears.
Ears first?
Ears first.
Okay.
So regular, what are you
Especially
using?
after I give them their bath,
Yep.
I always fill their ears up with a cotton ball.
Okay.
You can half a cotton ball, put it in here. Reason why is when you're bathing them, you don't want water going, because their ears are standing straight up, water goes straight down in there, not good. Put a piece of cotton ball inside their ear right here, and that'll help keep water out. You don't want to take the water and just spray it right there. You just want to try to keep it from that. But when you're bathing them, also hold their little head down like that when it's run over the top of their head, so they don't suck it all down their nose up like this.
Right.
So you hold their head down like that and put the water over it. So anyway, after their bath, and you take the cotton ball
show how
out.
you're going to go a long ways in there, aren't you? I always get scared when I do it. That's why it's nice to see somebody do it.
Yeah, and so you clean their ears, just kind of clean on the outside part until they realize what you're doing, and they'll think, oh, that feels pretty good. And you can stick that down in there. Just be real careful. You got to be careful, and then you pull it out and see he's got a little dirt in there. He's been playing outside in the grass. We're fixing to get a bath because we'll be going home before too long too. Yeah.
So you're kind of right down in there, aren't you?
Yeah, just a little bit, not much.
Now what you're
Not
going to
much.
find is sometimes you'll find a dog that comes up with some tarry looking, gooey, stinky mess.
Yeah, well,
That's a dog that should have had its ears cleaned sooner,
Yeah.
and it might have an ear infection.
yeah,
Now,
especially
you can-
if it's black and
You
it
can sniff an
smells.
a dog's ear, and if
Yeah.
it's stinky, then you need to go to the vet, and there's various different things like gentamicin and drops you can put in the ear that will really get the ear mites.
Yeah.
You've got two things that can
And
go on.
then when you do the drops, usually squeeze their ear together like this because there are little canals right in here where my
Right.
finger is. And you can squeeze that around and rub that like that, and it'll squish, 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 squish. And then you can get that, clean that with that Q-tip.
If you see a dog that is scratching its ears all the time, or it's even got some hair starting to miss on the back
Isn't
of
he
its
pretty?
ear here, that's probably a dog that's got ear mites.
Oh, pretty
And
baby.
the only way to get rid of this is to go get some medication. They'll take care of it really
This
quickly.
is little Rose. He's got a nice little conformation.
He does, doesn't
He's
he?
still for sale. I've got a couple of people that are trying to decide
So
who they want.
before you sell him, why don't you
Yes.
show us how to do some toenails?
Okay.
So this is another thing.
Toenail clippers over here.
So toenails, another thing is that
Don't eat that.
they need to have their toenails clipped
Yeah.
every now and then. Now this guy,
Well, he's already had them clipped.
but you can just show us what's going on. So,
Yeah.
so this is a little bit hard. This is a blue dog, and he has black nails. Whoops, there we go.
There you
He
go.
has black nails, and you can't see the quick, can you?
Yeah, they're blue.
So
black.
actually, I think we're I'm not getting a lousy picture
I don't
here.
think I'm gonna get Here's one a little bit longer than the rest of them.
Right. So they've been done recently. So
Yeah.
Here we go.
You just take the very
Don't
tip
do it
in.
yet. Let's get us a side view so they can see just
Well,
the
they
very
can't-
tip of it. Okay, go ahead.
Just
There it is.
snip.
Snip.
Easy.
See, there's another one
Easy.
there.
See if there's another
If you
one.
go too
Here's
far
one.
down, you'll get blood.
Yeah.
Not the end of the world.
No.
It will happen to you occasionally.
Get some powder and put on the end of it.
What kind of powder? Stipson powder that you get at the Walmart to stop somebody who's got a nick from a razor blade, right?
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
That's it. Hold on a second, I've got to get in view here. Oh,
There you go. Just the tip in.
there
Just
it is.
the little tip in.
Yeah, okay.
So it
All right.
didn't even hurt, did
It's
it?
easy to do. You really can't go wrong, but it is worth doing because they will get scratchy paws. And if they're nursing on
Okay.
mum will get upset. She'll get sore titties from. So there we go. Bye everybody.